Hi. All right, I'm not at home, so I want to see how well this is going to upload. I'm going to try to go pretty fast on part of my Faux Hobonichi flip through. I only did it until the 22nd of December because it was the holidays and we were getting ready to leave for Port Aransas, Texas. So I just want to do a fast for the December and as of today, Monday, January 12th, because this video is going to be way too long if I do it any other way. But this is some of the, this is the 23rd of December. I was getting ready for vacation. Naturally, we had Christmas Eve at my son's house, and we had such a good time Christmas Eve. Christmas Day, I was doing the countdown because we were leaving the day after Christmas. I planned the itinerary because we have Maggie, our dog, which I got to kind of space out where we stay in the hotels because they have to be pet friendly. And I don't really like to drive. I don't like my husband to drive too long of a distance in the car, so I really planned it. So this was Christmas, and then Christmas, the day after Christmas, the 26th, we left for Poplar Bluff, Missouri. That was our first stop, and gas in Missouri was $1.89 compared to $2.24, I think, in Illinois. We stayed in Hot Springs, Arkansas. We drove about 250 miles from Poplar Bluff to Hot Springs, Arkansas, which is very, very nice. We stayed at the La Quinta Inns. Those are very nice hotels, especially for our dog. They're pet friendly. Love my coffee again. We went to, when we stopped in Kingwood, which is a suburb of Houston, Texas, we stayed there. Maggie was such a trooper. She did so good. There was actually rose bushes still in bloom in Kingwood, Texas. My husband actually picked me a rose, and I cut it and put it in a glass of water, and I enjoyed that for the day. The gas was $2.15 in Houston. Let's see what else. Oh, and we're not used to eating out a lot, but when you're traveling, you do eat out a lot. And we ordered from Soprano's, I guess. And my husband had a meatball calzone. I don't know. That's a pretty big, but you know, they say everything is bigger in Texas. And then that was on the 28th. The 29th, we arrived at our destination. It was 229 miles. It was 45 in Kingwood and 57 in Port Aransas, Texas. We rented Sea Breezes, and we're staying in a townhome. It rained when we left Houston, and then about 9 o'clock in the morning, the sun came out, and the sun doesn't set until after 6 o'clock here in Texas, which is unusual because in Illinois, our sun right now, sunsets about 4:15, 4:20. Our favorite song, my husband and my our song is You're Still the One by Orleans. That was just unbelievable. The sun came out at 9 o'clock in the morning, and the song, You're Still the One, played on the radio. That was kind of odd and nice, and so we were singing in the car. Here, Maggie woke us up. She's been so good. She's doing really good. And we're not called snowbirds in Texas. We're called winter Texans. And I bought myself a new sweatshirt. I made ham, baked beans, and a potato casserole for New Year's Day. It was really, really windy here. We actually, in Texas, on the Gulf Coast, actually got a bit of that storm that the country was getting. It only was 48 here, and in Joliet, Illinois, it was, with the wind chill, it was minus 13. The average here in Port Aransas should be about 46. But like I say, this is where we're staying, right on this coast, the Gulf Coast of Texas. I had some internet problems. I couldn't get the Wi-Fi to work here in the townhome. I got that finally worked on, and I'm an honorary winter Texan now. So here we are in Port Aransas. This was our Happy New Year. My brother-in-law, my husband's brother, stopped and stayed with us for about 6 days. And we did a lot of eating, checking out all these different kind of restaurants and stuff. I finally saw my first white pelican. Oh my goodness, are they big. Let's see what else here. They call it here soupy weather. It's a soupy weather, which is thick and dank, quite foggy. Let's see here. And then I said I noticed that my Faux Hobonichi was getting bigger because I had to use one of these clips. So I know that it's getting pretty big and thick. I don't, like I say, I'm not much one for chicken and meat. I'm more vegetarian, but there's a place down here, Good and Crisp. It's great chicken. So I thought I'd put that chicken in here to say that, yep, I did like their chicken. When we were here last time, I did like it. I wanted to stop by and had their chicken again. We went to the Padre Island National Seashore. It's an all-natural seashore coast. We saw some snow geese. They do have birding tours. My husband and I will be taking a birding tour because I can't wait to see all the different kind of waterfowl. Because of the, sorry, I've got a mint in my mouth. Because of all of the weather and stuff, now a lot of the birds have migrated. The sun came out at 3 o'clock. Finally, we were getting a little bit of an overcast. Moby Dick's is a nice restaurant. It was pretty good breakfast. I did some FaceTime with my grandson. Here's the free birding and nature tours at the South Texas Botanical Gardens and Nature Center. We did go there. It cost to get in, but it was so windy and chilly that I just couldn't walk around. I was afraid that I was going to get sick. That's one thing I don't want to do is get sick down here. Here again, another day that was sunny. It was only 37, high of 46, but in Joliet it was 19 below. So you know what? I'll take the 37 in the sun. I made hot dogs that night. I found this in the parking lot of the hardware store in town, and I thought, oh my goodness, totally gross soda. So I had to put that in there. This is a big blue crab, and it's this big metal structure, and it's a landmark in Rockport, Texas. It survived 2 major hurricanes. It was made for the Del Mar Grill for Dorothy's famous crab cakes in 1957. So now it's a landmark. So naturally, I had to have my brother-in-law take a picture of Ray and I under this big crab. And when I sent it to the kids, the picture of the kids, I said, "Who's the crab?" You know, so there was the 3 of us, the crab and my husband and I. That was kind of funny. We walked along the beach. We saw some. I'm still looking for whooping cranes. I think they're endangered, but I'm trying to learn a lot of the coastal birds. And we drove to Rockport, Texas, and it's a nice little shop. We stopped. Oh, plus I had to stop at the Dairy Queen, and then I found this bookmark, and I thought how cute this bookmark is. But look at how easy these are to make. This is Rockport, Texas, but look at this. It's a piece of paper with 2 little magnets. But because I don't have any really my supplies here, only what I packed for my Faux Hobonichi, $1.50 I had to pay for this. But oh well. So I bought that bookmark. Let's see here. We see a lot of bottlenose dolphins, I think they call them. Like I say, yeah, bottlenose dolphins. We're right here across the bay. And you have to take a ferry to go to the other off the island, and you see all these big ships coming in, and the dolphins even will swim with the ferries to cross over. So this was kind of nice that they swim with the in front of the ships to welcome the ships in or saying goodbye to the ships. It's pretty cool. Then there is Island Candy Store. Oh my goodness, there's anything and everything of this candy. And they ship for $5. I think it's a flat rate box or whatever. So I can't wait to go back in there. And they got all different kinds of jelly beans and chocolate. And oh, it's just unbelievable. So what I'm going to do is for my daughter and for our son and our daughter, I'm going to go to the candy store and fill up these 2 big boxes and send one to each of the families and let the parents decide what the kids can have. It was getting 58 at 10 o'clock in the morning, but then it started to get cold again. Then we went to, this is my version of a shrimp. It's part of a shrimp. We went to Cody's, and on Wednesdays, it's all you can eat shrimp. Well, they give you 7 to start out with, and that's all I could eat. But my husband and my brother-in-law naturally ate more, but very, very good shrimp. And then here, it was again chilly. And I saw this. I mean, I've said this before. It is what it is. But, you know, well, it is what it is. Well, here on the island, I've seen about 3 or 4 of these cars that have these stickers on the back. It is what it is. It'll be all right. I've never seen that before. So I thought that was kind of cool. We had to go to the dollar store because I needed some cleaning supplies for the townhouse that we're staying at. And I bought this this multi-cleaner at the dollar store. Do you know that this cleans better than some of the leading brands? I think I'm gonna start shopping more at the dollar store. Let's see. And then I had a log here because we were starting to get pretty cold weather. It was only 35. It was -8 in Chicago or Joliet. It said over 2 million people were affected by the cold weather. So I didn't feel too bad. I'm thinking, well, I came down here because I wanted to be a little bit, you know, like in the 50s and the 60s, but what are you going to do? It's the weather. Maggie started getting sick on us a little bit, so today we're going to have to take her to the vet, but she'll be okay. You know, just Maggie, this is what happens when you have animals. These are some of the birds that are in this part of Texas, so I thought I would go ahead and cut the pictures out and put those here. It was so cold this day. It was so cloudy, and I think I just needed that sun again. You know, sometimes I say I need that sun. Well, this time I needed the sun to warm me up. I did go online, and on my previous video, I did go online and I checked to see where there was a Michael's, a Hobby Lobby, and Joann's. There's going to be a Tuesday morning that I'm going to check out. But anyway, I found, oh my goodness, Ribbon Boutique. And that's where I made that short video the other day. So I stopped in there and I got some pretty good deals on ribbons. I bought some colored pencils at Hobby Lobby and I got to take them back. We have to go across the causeway to Corpus Christi because that's where we're in the opposite. We're on the island opposite of Corpus Christi. And I've got to return these colored pencils. I thought they were watercolor colored pencils, and they're not. So I got to take those back to Hobby Lobby. Again, it was cold, and it rained all day on Saturday. It was just unbelievable. I just could not warm up. So that's why I says, if plan A fails, and we always do something. You know, if it's too cold to really do anything, we can still take a ride in the car and ride along the beach. And believe it or not, there are surfers, and because of the Gulf and the waves or something, I mean, you still see the surfers out there. But they got their wetsuits on, so I guess, you know, I don't know what the water temperature is. Yesterday, it was 52 degrees. It's finally started getting warm out. So it was 52 at 5:30 last night. There is a birding boardwalk that my husband and I love to go, and you get to see all the different kind of waterfowl, and you always see all different kinds of birds and stuff. I mean, you see the big pelicans and the great white the herons, and it's just gorgeous. And they have 2 alligators in there. So one is called Bags, and the other one is called Boots. Get it? Bags and Boots, alligator, Bags and Boots. But we saw them the other day, and they were out sunning. Yesterday, we saw one that was in the mud, just laying in the mud. And the sun finally came out, and it started to get warm. So like I say, 52 with the sun. It was pretty warm. My husband stopped to get the daily paper, and there were the Veterans cash lottery tickets for $2. We didn't win, but you know what? We are supporting the veterans. And then I took a picture of Maggie and I. I did a selfie of Maggie and I, and so that's what this is what we did yesterday. And at Moby Dick's, it's just a restaurant, and it had pretty good food. And I saw this card, and I thought, this is perfect. And here's the turtle, and it's Port Aransas, Texas, and it looks like taking the shell off and taking a little dip. And it says, life's a beach. So this is my, so far, my Faux Hobonichi for end of December and January 12th. Because like I say, I don't want to make it too long because I really don't know how how I'm going to upload this, how long it's going to take uploading with this Wi-Fi. And I said too, I had to put a paper clip because my Hobonichi is getting kind of chunky. And I says, oh yeah, it must be getting pretty chunky because I had to use the clip because look at that, it's getting pretty chunky. And I thank everybody for watching and subscribing. Because I have the iPad, I can't go in there and send any messages, so I want to thank all my new subscribers for subscribing to my channel. And this is so much fun. I didn't realize how much fun this was going to be by just recording it. So that's it for now. And I'm sitting on the floor, so it takes me a little longer. Oops, sorry about that, to get off the floor. But I thank you very much for watching, and I'll keep you posted. Thank you. Bye.